gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Hello all, and welcome to Week 2 of the Fantasy Football League We Dem Boys. As always, I'm your host and lord, Mr. Mathematics, your commissioner, Slord. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and skip the witty banter for this week. So I can spend a great deal of time making fun of two of my favorite people, Sir Cillian Weed the Mighty, and Sir Benjamin Harvey the Mightiest. However, before we can fully show them the door, like I'm about to show my cat the door, we must first show them the scoreboard. Here's your scoreboard. Let it be known. As you can see, I dominated. Chaz played well, yet drew an unfortunate opponent in myself. Andy beat Dilly as if he were Adrian Peterson's son. Straight cruised to his first victory over young Donald. And Dan had a late comeback victory over Sir Ben. But now let's have some real fun and get into Slord's Games of the Week. The first game of the week I will cover will be Game 1 between Sir Benjamin Harvey versus Miss Willy Wonka. As you can see, Willy Wonka won, and at first glance you might think, wow, that's really embarrassing for Ben Harvey. You know, that guy lost to a girl. Man, so embarrassing and so pathetic. I'd probably shoot myself with the head if I were him. But let me challenge this notion. I actually believe it would have been more embarrassing for Willy Wonka to lose to Ben Harvey. He really is the fantasy equivalent of a female in every way, and is easily the worst player in our league. Adam, you play me next week. Please, for the love of God, play Jordy Nelson, sit Jamal Charles if he remains injured, and get a new tight end. 0-3 in this league is a death sentence. If you start 0-3, you might as well date Caitlin Briggs and become an alcoholic. Now let's move on to Game 2 of Slord's Games of the Week. And boy, was this a pathetic display for Silly Weed. In fact, the only thing more embarrassing than Silly's performance is that video of Ben Harvey dancing with that chick to Nelly in the club. Seriously, Silly, how does one score 39 points in a week? Jordy Nelson, who once again was on Ben Harvey's bench, alone scored nearly 30 points this week. If Silly were a collegiate football team, he would without a doubt be Nicholls State. Silly and Ben, you have both shown your might and ruined your family's names. You both must immediately redeem yourselves or forever be made fun of in these videos. Here is your updated standings for the Fantasy Football League We Dem Boys. As you can see, 3 undefeated teams remain, as do 3 defeated teams. As previously mentioned, you do not want to be 0-3. At 1-2, you're still in it, but at 0-3, your path to the playoffs really begin to become bleak. So concludes Week 2 of the Fantasy Football League We Dem Boys. This video was short, this video was sweet. These are also the same attributes that Ben Harvey prefers in his boyfriends, which is probably why he's dating straight. With Week 2 behind us, we now turn our attention to Week 3. As I mentioned over and over again, you do not want to be 0-3. Yet at least one team will probably be 0-3. At least one team will probably be 3-0 as well. Probably me, of course, because I'm weak. What are you trying to tell me? With that being said, best of luck to all of you in Week 3. What are you trying to tell me?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.